lobby, and this is just really so I can go over the map and some of its issues. Oh, well, also a couple of other things on top of all that. You know, I'm gonna be going over kill streak and that sort of thing. You know, just minor crap I've noticed. So, getting into that here, and one of my characters in a bot. I don't understand why it's, yeah. I don't pay money to not use all my other shit. I don't understand why the private lobby operators are different than the public lobby operators. I guess it's nice to have that feature. But, Der Haus has a lot of issues, or Das Haus, or whatever the hell its name is. Yeah, this right here, that's the beginning of your match right there. There's always somebody camping right here, and the other person can't do anything about it. First person run over here, or to do it on the other side. So you can't run across here, if you spawn here, and you can't run across here without dying, or at least, very least, throwing a smoke. There's a place to camp right here. There's a place to camp right there. There's a place to camp right where I'm standing. You can camp here instead. You can camp right here. 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 You can camp here. You can even camp with 3 people in this very spot. You can camp on the stairs itself. You can camp over here. You can camp here. You can camp here. You know, you can camp here. If you want to be really aggressive, you can camp right up on here, because then you can look back, and nobody even looks at you. Even the bot didn't look at me. There's people that'll camp here, and you'll spawn right here, and they'll already be shooting you. You can also camp here, like I mentioned earlier. This is another camping spot. You can camp looking this way, you can camp looking that way, doesn't matter. You can camp here, and here, and here, and here, and here. You can camp this whole entire fucking room. The only spot you can't really camp that well is right here. If somebody's smart enough to throw a grenade at you. You can camp right in here, and if you stay just close enough to this corner, the enemy will still spawn right here, right in front of you. Yeah. You can literally stand on these, and as long as you stand in the middle, you can camp right there. This is a really good camping spot if you're working on camo challenges. Here is really nice if you want to camp right here and kill people as they're spawning in. And then, you know, when they start to catch on to you, come over here and they won't notice you for fucking ages. Just like that bot didn't. Yeah, a lot of people will camp here, kill you as you spawn, or here. In fact, they'll actually move back and forth between here, here, and here just to throw your aim off. Every once in a while, they'll move over here if they're like really getting suspicious that you're gonna finally kill them. You can camp fucking here. Yeah, you can camp a lot of places. You can camp right fucking here. Alright. And all of these places that you can camp, by the way, are aimed towards, you know, killing people before they spawn. So that was your breakdown of Das Haus, Der Haus. Really terrible fucking map. You know, if you're trying to run around and actually do something, you're not going to do it. The other thing I wanted to point out, I'm sure you've noticed, I've been using the Kingpin's Curse, or this gun. I'm using 303 British rounds, the first stock that you get. I think the one grip that lets you, you know, have faster fire and better hip fire. The one barrel that I haven't unlocked yet, it's like the second to last one, but it still works without it. And the recoil booster, yeah, look at this. Not a lot of recoil considering how fast it's firing. You know, this is me not controlling the recoil, and look how close together it is. Now, here's the other thing, now here's me trying to control the recoil. I even actually end up overfighting the recoil, and now here's, me just bursting it. This was the LMG from last season. Okay, as you can see, there's two really neatly tight dots. Now I'm going to show you another problem weapon, and this one's the exact opposite. Here's my initial point of aim, and this is all recoil attachments and everything on the 1911. And the only thing that, increases recoil is just the full auto. Everything else is meant to, decrease recoil. You see how my gun fucking just jumps? Okay. I'll show you guys again. I'll aim right at the level with this dot. And as you can see, it's right on it. But then there's that initial fucking jump, and it throws off your shot. So, there's literally just no accuracy. You're not killing people with it. Like, fuck off. I have this 1911 gold, by the way. So, yes, I did have to use the full auto barrel. That was the worst fucking challenge. Like, everything else about it was fine. Just the full auto barrel is hard. I mean, some of these shots are, like, side by side. How does that even work? And keep in mind, this is with full recoil attachments. And the fire rate, too, is really not actually that fast. It could be faster. Now I'm going to show you guys how bad the dog is. Go ahead, kill him. Yeah, that's how bad the dog is. That was a recruit level bot. Okay, the dog fails to kill people. Yeah, spy plane is a little bugged, but it's not to the point where, a good player couldn't use it. Let me get into the next little setup here. Diamond shotgun. Very nice. My favorite attachments on it and everything. I love the double barrel. I love using it in single form. Now, here's that 1911 in gold, as promised. Okay. And let's see, do I have a show off attachment? No, I don't have a thing to show it off. But look at this recoil. And these are all like the attachments that, make it just faster. There's no recoil boosting attachments. As you see, very tight grouping, very nice. It's very fucking sprightly, and it's like, why would I ever use anything else? I'm even using the 5-round fast mags and sleight of hand, just for fast reload. You run out of ammo with the pistol, but every time you're going to use the 1911, you're literally pulling out just to kill one person real fast, because you don't have time to reload. That's really the point. As you can see, I'm literally in a lobby by myself, and you can watch me fucking lag. There's certain spots that I lag out at, like, coming through there. Let's see, and then, it's very easy to just use the 1911 with anything other than the fucking... Let's see if I can get not enough ammo, but almost. Very easy to line up headshots. You just line up the two back dots, and then line up the middle one. Fucking just like gun sights in real life. You line your shit up and you can land anything. Yeah. To say that this map has problems, to say the least, like if you're in certain areas, the areas other than your camp spot, you're gonna lag a lot. It's actually just the map, it's not connection. It's terrible, it's awful. It does that, and people are like, what is this lag? And it's like, I'm like, what, are you new to this map? The other thing is, it wouldn't be an issue if this map, you didn't play it very often, but if you want to play Shipment at all, you're going to be playing this map a lot. Like, 70% of the time you're going to get Das Haus instead of shipment. Because they bundle them together, but for whatever reason, it's not even. Where the fuck is this bot, dude? Come fight me, damn it. There we go. I really shouldn't be able to hit somebody from there, but whatever. Come on. This bot's fucking annoying. Well, I couldn't show you the one thing I wanted to show you guys just solely because the fucking bot wouldn't come and fight me. That's kind of annoying. Let's see if I can load it up and get it going again. Because I want to show this one little thing that's actually kind of important. Let's see. Actually, you know, I could take this opportunity and show you a different map. You know, despite the fact that Activision absolutely butchered the shit out of it, people still want to play Shipment. You know, Shipment's still fun. Shipment is still what it's supposed to be, you know, despite issues of being spawn trapped, you know, poor spawn points, and being able to climb up into the fucking stairway of heaven. So, you know, Shipment still has things going for it. Mayhem. Okay, why don't you guys make more maps like this? Like, this map is so damn good. Let's see. Oh, you even create a whole team here. But, you know, Mayhem is just so much better than pretty much damn near every other map in Vanguard. Like, it's pretty much comes down to is all you want to play is Shipment and Mayhem. And Mayhem's got a pretty cool and fun theme to it too, and it's a little zany because I mean it's literally the set of fucking Godzilla. But how could you not fucking love that, you know? Huh. That's the first time I've had Mayhem lag on me. That's interesting. Maybe it's because of the bots, I guess? Like, Das Haus, that's fucking normal. It works the same, I guess. There's plenty of places to take cover. There's plenty of places to, like, surprise people and jump out. There are some bad camping spots. Like, back here could be a little better. You know, you can camp right here with a machine gun and just hose people. They can't really do anything about it. They could technically shoot through the wall, but it occurs so very often that you just run right back to the spot and do it again. That's even if they have, like, piercing vision or something. So, I mean, that is one, like, problem spot of the map. Like, if they just replace that cardboard with, you know, like, glass. Or maybe if that cardboard broke away under its own material, you know, just from shooting it normally. Alright, here's the other thing I want to show you. So this is badass and everything, but let's see how long it takes them to kill them. I mean, these are recruit level bots here. See, I'm already almost dead, and the only reason teammates are really safe. If you fight against real people, real players, you're only going to be in that juggernaut suit for maybe half a minute. You know, I run up and I just start hosing it with shotgun blast or, you know, whatever I need to kill it. You know, I mean, I guess that's fair. Because you're talking about, you know, a 9 kill streak instead of it being like 12 or something. But it is a little too easy to kill. You know, I also wanted to get into some of the spots you can get up onto, like this spot right here. Very nice spot. People jump across it and everything. People hang out on it too long. You can get up on here. You can peek people. You can't really fight them, though. Everybody camps here. I don't know really why. This is a problem spot, too, if you're trying to fight somebody over here and the enemy spawning over there. It would be nice if you could just shoot through that wall right there. And this spot, I don't understand why you can't get up. In fact, actually, if you could get up on that spot, that would defeat this spot, but it wouldn't be broken or overpowered. It'd actually just kind of balance the level out. This spot, you can camp here as well and do the same thing as over there, just not as easily. And it's a little ridiculous. Most people don't really even see you if you're over there. Even if you fucking kill them over and over again over there, they just struggle to notice you. And then here's that one spot everybody knows about now. Now they know about it anyways. I remember when they didn't, and it was fun to pop up on that spot and surprise somebody. You can get up there. I'm just apparently really bad at it. Fuck off. You know, getting up on top of that barrier doesn't really come in handy very often. But I have done it before, and I have seen it done. And you're kind of like a sitting duck when you're up there. You know, surprisingly, you can actually shoot through this. Most people don't try to do it for whatever reason. I'll usually, if somebody's camping over there, I'll come over there and blow a hole through it and just see them clear as fucking day. It's a little goofy. You know, if you didn't know how to do that, now you know. Let's see, was it this building, or was it... I'm gonna find the one other building you can destroy in here. Get off me. No, that wasn't it. I think the other problem is, like, this map is really creative. It's fucking brilliant. Everything in here is meant to, you know, sort of be destroyed, and Godzilla wrecked the city. Was it this one? It was this one. There it is. Yeah, you can destroy this one, too. So if somebody's kind of camping back here, and you want to get them from there, you can. Most people don't really realize that. This map's really creative, and it's brilliant, and it fits the premise. You know, Godzilla was really popular after World War II, so it's kind of close to the time period. And so, you know, see, that's the other problem with this area, too. You can't shoot through that unless it's a bullet. The flamethrower should be able to go through that. Then again, most of the people who are camping behind that cardboard are probably the ones getting Juggernaut to begin with. But, you know, this map's really creative and bright. But Das Haus, it's just shoot house. You know, we've already had training yard and shoot house, and I forget what the other one is, but I love it to fucking death. It was in Black Ops 1, and it's been remade a million different times. Is there a way to turn off this music? There isn't. You can turn it off in MW, you can't turn it off in this game. That's annoying. But, you know, it's just like, quit making shoot house over and over again. You know, and that's what it boils down to. It's, oh, small map, 3 lanes, fucking you know, supposed to be a training ground area. It's like, yeah, we get it. Like, is that all you guys can think of for military settings? It's like they just took and looked at that gun course in Modern Warfare 2 and thought, hey, let's make that over and over again and reimagine it over and over again. Pretty sure I should be able to blow myself up, right? I don't know. But, you got that going on. And then you got maps like these that are really good. That are really just fucking uber creative and super amazing. Or, you know, and Nuketown is a bad example. But Nuketown was creative for when it came out. This, extremely creative. Okay? And you'll probably never see this map ever again. And it's a shame because this map is really, really good. It's like the mining map on Call of Duty Ghosts. We saw that once. Or, you know, how about Clown House on, you know, Advanced Warfare? The problem is it ends up in these games that are unpopular Call of Duties, but the maps are really good. And there's like 15 Sledgehammer maps that came out as DLC, you know, free or not. They're amazing. But you'll never see them outside of, you know, their initial release. And I would totally love to play Mayhem or Mining or, you know, hell, even Atlas Gorge was a good breakaway from the usual. These maps, we'll never see them again. It's almost a little sad. You know, but then maps that get paired with shipment real close like how haus got paired with shipment. Yeah, Activision doesn't realize that map's not popular because it's right next to shipment. Shipment's really popular, so people pick that playlist just because it's shipment. And so we'll probably, unfortunately, see a remake of haus in the future. And haus is, by the way, honestly, the map I hate the most. I hate it more than any other map out of any Call of Duty. So, you know, hopefully this game is so terrible, maybe it won't get a remake. But that's hoping for a lot. And speaking of, I also do want to go over the list of maps in this game, because that's pretty fucking important, too. Yeah, we get it. See, and this shit's annoying. Like, play the game I can understand, I guess. But, you know, then having a full fucking cinematic for 3 different characters afterwards, it's like, fuck, no wonder nobody wants to play this game. So, Mayhem is really good. Intel Royal is fucking huge and camper-friendly. Nobody likes actually playing it. You either go in the middle where B is located in the bar area and get blown up, or you run around and hide like a scared little fucking Girl Scout, you know, trying to snipe people like you're throwing a fucking bag of Girl Scout cookies at them. Ganola is rough. You know, they tried to push this map on us when it first came out, and nobody fucking liked it. You know, everybody gave it a try in the 24/7, but they took it away because pretty much people and they were done with it. Fucking terrible. You know, the coolest thing about this map is you can ride the little, you can even see it in the picture, and that's just like, you're just asking to die constantly. You can't really ride around successfully. Gavatu is good for long shots, I'll give it that. It actually plays pretty okay and has good flow. But if they could just take that and scale it down slightly, it would still be good for long shots. You know, but it's too big. Matches take forever on it. Eagle's Nest is fucking awful. It plays kind of like a knockoff version of that one map from Black Ops 2 that we keep remaking. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Starts with an R. Has the Lamborghini in it. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. And then I don't know why this map is called Dome. It doesn't fucking make sense. It's not laid out like Dome from MW3 at all, which is going to be funny in a minute. It's going to be really, really hilarious that this is called Dome and it's not laid out like Dome. This map is long shots and, camper galore, and then everybody else who wants to run around. Terrible map, just because it's so chaotic all the time. There's no safe spot. You're going to spawn and die. But everybody can do what they want. And so I feel like every Call of Duty should have a map like that, and that's fine. But it's not a great map, and it's not a map anybody's going to love or remember later. Desert Siege. This map is a fucking mess. You got one area where people are just camping and sniping each other all the time. You got the other half of the map where everybody ignores it constantly. And then you got the middle of the map where it's like, you got the people that try to camp, and you got the people that sneak up on them and, attack them and shit. So, I mean, I guess it's well balanced, but it's not very rememberable. This map was fun, a lot of fun. If you like to, get sniper challenges done, or if you want to post up with an LMG. The only problems with this map is a couple walls are in the way that you should be able to shoot through, and sometimes you can, depending on what gun you're using. But the map would be a little bit better balanced if you could just shoot through the walls with your assault rifle, not just LMGs and sniper rifles. Actually, pretty decent map. Most people are okay with this map. I run into the occasional person who doesn't like this map. Decoy is awful. This is the map that has the opposite issue of the map before it. The map before it where you can't shoot through some walls and everything. You can shoot through every fucking wall on this map. Every single one. In fact, there's a couple spots on this map where you can shoot through one wall and be shooting through 8 walls and hit somebody as they're fucking spawning. It's ridiculous. We already went over Das Haus. Castle, I don't like this map. This map is, meant for the snipers and for the LMG guys and people working on their long shots and the guys running nothing but stealth perks. I don't like this map, but I understand why it exists. I understand why other people do like it, and it's not a bad map. It's actually a really good map. I just don't like it. Casablanca, I have a love-hate relationship with this map. It is pretty well balanced. I get a lot of insane kills, and then other times I get shit on by the enemy team constantly. It's a good map. Okay. Everybody fucking hates this map. Everybody's always trying to camp in the building, or, trying to camp in some stupid spot, or hide in the bushes, or just stay in their spawn. If you run around, you're making a mistake. It's not saying it's impossible to run around, you're just, you're not playing as effectively as you could be. Not a great map. Berlin. If you thought everybody hated Bow Cage, yeah, no, Berlin is fucking terrible. It's just too big. You could literally take just one of the buildings in this map out of the fucking 6 buildings there are, and that one building can be its own entire map. If you take the 7 different fucking areas, this map is big enough to be a ground war map. Okay, this map is so fucking huge that to get to the other side of the map and fight everybody in between you and the other side of the map, to the other objective or something, will take you about 3 to 4 minutes. And, matches are only supposed to last like 5 minutes on average. You get this map and matches will last about 7 minutes on average. It's fucking insane. You get these matches too where like most of them end in like time limit. It's like nobody likes this map. Tuscan, it's an okay map. It's not great, it's not terrible, it's not fantastic, it's not horrendous. It's an average map There's things I like about it. There's things other people like about it. There's things I hate about it. There's things other people hate about it. It's a map meant to make everyone happy, and it actually succeeds at doing that. Oh, sod pens. I almost never see this map now, because every time this map crops up, people are leaving the lobby like the fucking plague, myself included. We played it once, you know, when it was brand new, and it was fun for 20 minutes of total game time. And then after that 20 minutes, you know everything you need to know about this entire map. It's just, you know, every spot that was tricky at first became predictable. There's no way you're going to surprise anybody anymore. You know, it's kind of like going back and playing an older Call of Duty. It's like, you know, there's nothing to learn. There's nothing new here. It's already been solved. We've already figured it out. Shipment has become like the meme map, of course. You know, you can climb the fucking Stairway Heaven, as I said earlier. It's worse than MW's version of Shipment. The original Shipment that we had in the very beginning was the best Shipment, because, you know, containers were slightly offset crooked to keep people from being spawn trapped, and it thought of everything. This map doesn't, you know, but it is at its core still Shipment, and it tries, and it's good for camo challenges. Red Star is good if you want to shoot people through walls. And if that statement sounds counterintuitive to the word good shooter, it's because it is. You know, if you need penetration kills and long shots, this is the map for you, especially if you're working on like an LMG and you want to shoot everybody through a wall. You know, you just put on the piercing vision perk and you can fire at a wall and eventually see somebody through the wall, and then you just aim at the red shadow out. This map is probably the reason why everybody hates piercing vision, myself included, but I'm guilty of using this map for the purpose of, you know, using piercing vision and getting my LMG gold. Radar. Okay, I get this map confused with a couple of these other maps just because of, you know, the picture and how it looks. You know how I said it was funny that the other map was named Dome? You know, because it's not anything like Dome from Modern Warfare 3. Radar is basically Dome from Modern Warfare 3. The way it plays, the way it flows, how it works. It has the underground bunker that you can, you know, people are peeking up at you and you're peeking down at them and you're shooting them. You know, it's got the upper area where you shoot at people. It's got the circle. It's got the fucking square map. They insist it's not a remake of Dome. They even went so far as to rename it Radar. This is Dome. This is Dome from Modern Warfare 3. And it's a great map. It's a lot of fun. Even if you lose, you know, I haven't run into a person who's like, oh, I hate this map. I haven't run into a person who's like, this map is fucking garbage. This map is a classic, and it's fun. It's straight up Dome. You can't tell me it's not. You know, this map, it's hard not to have fun on this map, and it's great for most of your camo challenges. Actually, it's pretty much great for all of them. Everybody kind of usually takes something good away from this map. And it's, well, I mean, shit, it's a classic. Paradise. This map is a fucking nightmare. This map is a constant clusterfuck, no matter where you spawn, no matter where you go. When this map first came out, and when the game first came out, people would spawn into this map and spawn inside of a wall and die. This map is huge and long and obnoxious. This map, it's good for long shots. This map is good for your LMGs and assault rifles and your sniper rifles. So it has that going for it. It has a redeeming quality, but it's not a fantastic map. Every Call of Duty should have a map like this, but I would understand why they wouldn't want to have a map like this. Oasis is just like, fuck off. You know, nobody wants to play this map. It's always the same two fucking windows and people camping. It's just literally people sit at their spawn and try to shoot across the map to hit the other person. It's good for shooting through people, shooting through walls and hitting people, which is probably the other reason why you'll never see piercing vision in another Call of Duty again. It's literally just a map where no matter what match you play, it's a game of who can out-camp the camper. You're trying to be anti-camper while being a camper on this map, and it's fucking awful. And then everything I just said about Paradise being a clusterfuck is even more true about Numa Numa. This map had the same issue where you would spawn in and spawn inside of a wall and immediately die. It was hilarious too, because I remember when this map, this game first launched, I pre-ordered it and everything. They could not fix that problem until near the middle of Season 2. So we kind of basically went 3 seasons with this problem of people spawning in and immediately dying. This map is so bad, it's just like you run around hoping not to die because you don't want to be spawned in a wall. They fixed that problem and fixed the spawn logic and everything, so now you run around hoping to not die so you don't have to run around all over again. If somebody is in your spawn, you are done. Just set down your controller and enjoy watching yourself die over and over again. If somebody, is sniping, trust me, they're having just as rough as a day as you are, because there's too much fucking cover. This map is huge. It's honestly probably maybe even as big as Paradise, but it's got so many hills and bumps and wood and vehicles and sandbags and everything. Like, it's debris. It's like you're trying to fight team deathmatch in a trash compactor. This map is garbage. Nobody likes this map. It's either damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's how this map works. Fuck. Somebody will find some tiny crevice to shoot at you from, and you find some tiny crevice to shoot back. You will get, if you run anywhere, you'll get snagged on like a tiny brick that's like half submerged in mud. If you run anywhere at all, like the palm tree leaves will stop you from fucking running. That's how bad this map is. Yeah. So, all in all, we got Mayhem. It's a good map. Okay. Shipment's okay. Shipment is shipment, but you got Mayhem. That is a fantastic map that we unfortunately will never see again. So that's one good map. Radar is good. That's 2 good maps. Casablanca and Castle are both good maps. And, this is a good map. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. So you got 5. And you got about 5 good maps. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 20 maps, and 5 of them are good. Game modes, and game modes kind of tie into maps too. Patrol kind of fixes the camping problems, sorta. Control is a lot of fun, but everybody's camping. Champion Hill is kind of like discount battle royale. Why am I going to play this when I can just go play Warzone? Kill Confirmed is, was that game mode from way back when that was meant to try to fix camping, and it still fails. Hardpoint is good. This is actually kind of like my default game mode on bad Call of Duties and on good ones. Free-for-all is the same shit it's always been. There's nothing new there. The Search and Destroy, nobody wants to play Search and Destroy on Call of Duty. Not on this Call of Duty anyways. You know, if it was like Black Ops 2, I would love to play some Search and Destroy. Hell, if this was Modern Warfare, I'd play some Search and Destroy. Domination is the same shit it's always been. You know, just an excuse to get more kills. And, you know, you can play the objective, of course, and win. Or you can choose not to. It really makes no difference. Team Deathmatch, don't ever fucking touch this mode. You're just gonna get shit on constantly. And then you got the CDL. And it's actually kind of funny is if you want to play the CDL stuff, like there's actually a whole separate menu for it. Ranked play, which, let me show you this real quick so you can understand. Yeah. Ban. So all your base assault rifles, ban. Okay. What about this gun? Yeah, most of your ammo conversions are banned. Most of your ammo types are banned. Vital is banned on most weapons. Like, this gun is underrated because it can get Vital, and it's the only shotgun you'll ever be able to get in this mode. I delete people with it. Plain and simple. Nobody ever uses it for some reason. This is a pocket shotgun. It works. And it worked so well that it was actually kind of a joy to get it gold. Fucking... You know, that's the pistols can get Vital too. So that's actually kind of important, especially for this gun. The pistols can't get akimbo, and that is fair. Shotguns are banned, LMGs are banned, marksmans are banned. You know, only the base sniper rifles and combat shield is banned. So it's pretty much base assault rifles, base 4, your submachine guns. Oh, and the assault rifles also can't get ammo conversions. Everything can't get ammo conversions. But none of them can get Vital. Only your pistols can. And it actually makes for a much more balanced game. There's no rocket launcher spam, as you can see. There are people that will occasionally run around with the fighting knife, and how you counter that is use a good pistol setup. That's about it. The rat, people use that all the time to run around the map. They pull it out, it's real small and all that. The 1911 does it better. I don't know why you guys, you know, do that. I will say the rat has less recoil than the 1911, but, you know, if you just took your time to aim before firing and then rad off, like, you know, 40 shots at somebody, you would actually hit your target. Line up your sights first, then fire. Crazy. Nobody uses the Clouser in any version of Call of Duty. It's just kind of anemic, is the best way to describe it. And then nobody uses machine pistols. Just, you know, it's got the same problem as putting the auto barrel on this gun. There's no way to fucking control that recoil, you know. I'm unfortunately going to have to play with it eventually if I want diamond on the pistols, which I do, just because the rat and the top break and the 1911 deserve to be in diamond camo. They're a joy to use. They're good guns. They're not super duper overpowered or ridiculous, but they're fun, which is pretty impressive considering that it's a pistol. You know, when was the last time you thought of a pistol as fun? You know, recently Call of Duty's kind of breaking that mold of actually making pistols fun again. With some poor exceptions, like the machine pistol and the Clouser. It's actually kind of a shame too, because the Clouser has great accuracy. It's just not fast. You know, it says it's this fast, but, you know, 1911's faster. You trade the speed with the top break for, you know, killability, and the rat is faster. So it's in this awkward spot where it's very precise, but it's not fast to kill, and it's not fast to use. It's not fast to run around with. It is redeemable in the sense that it's a mediocre, okay pistol that's not terrible, it's just not good at anything. You know, it's not really a jack either. It's a 10 of all trades, okay, but it is an ace of none. And then you got like the 1911 that's like an ace of several, and the top brick is an ace of several, and the rat is an ace of several. And then you get the machine pistol where it's like a 5 of like fucking clubs of like one thing that's like fire rate, and that's it. You know, what the fuck does fire rate matter if you can't actually hit your target? But yeah, no, if you want a more balanced game, there is ranked play, and it actually works pretty well. Multiplayer's got some fucking issues, and I've taken these guns out and played them into Warzone, and the guns are a lot of fun. The guns, for the most part, are not the problem, except for maybe, you know, Vital and some of the, you know, extra round attachments like the ammo conversions. But when you put them in Warzone up against, you know, Cold War's vehicle destroying and all that, and some of their fast firing guns, or Modern Warfare's, you know, ammo conversions as well, they're actually pretty damn balanced with Warzone. It's actually, Warzone's in a pretty good state, even with every single gun. It's a little weird to think that you can get 3 different 1911s, and all 3 of those 1911s, by the way, are really good. I love using all of them. Just throwing that out there. It's not because I'm some 1911 fanboy either. It's just in Call of Duty in general, you know, 1911 is what you expected it to be. Slightly fast fire rate, high damage, and a little bit of recoil. A reasonable amount of recoil, I would say. So, you know, but it is a little weird to think that you can get 3 different ones. And there are 3 different things you can do with them. And they have 3 different time to kills and 3 different strengths. Zombies in this game is awful. You don't need me to tell you that. You know, this video kind of started out as just a fucking, you know, ranking of one thing in the game, and everything is so awful I kind of have to fucking rank all of it. The guns, it's kind of sad because it's like, if these guns were in a different Call of Duty, that would be great. And actually, technically speaking, they are. They're in Warzone. And they are great. And it does add to Warzone's playability, despite Warzone's problems. The other thing, too, is Activision has lost so many players now that sometimes it's hard to find a match. It's hard to find people to play with in their brand new game. Yeah. Like, good luck finding people to play sometimes. You know, unless you play, like, the really popular playlists. It just... It baffles me how just awful. Campaign is probably one of the worst Call of Duty campaigns I've ever played in a while. I think I've played all of them too, actually. It's a... You know when you play an older PS2 title, and, you know, there's, like, the guy giving you a tutorial, and he's your teammate or whatever, you know, NPC, and, you know, the APC, antagonist, non-player character, you know, is, like, shooting at you, and you can't do anything about it. You know, and, like, your teammate who's standing right next to you never gets shot. Yeah, that's how you describe this campaign. Like, you will face off against a fucking army of enemies. Like, fucking, there'll be like 100 people in one room. Okay, and you'll have like 4, maybe 5 allies, and they're shooting back, and they can never seem to kill anybody, except for like maybe 1 or 2 of those enemies. And so that just leaves you. Okay, and who are the enemies shooting at? They're not shooting at any of your teammates at all. They're just shooting at you exclusively. And then the only exception to that is like the Australia missions where you're walking along with the army. And when you're walking along with the army, like, those guys die fucking immediately. Those guys immediately die. And so it gets back to basically, you know, you and your 2 teammates, and that's it, because everybody else has died, and now you're facing like more like an army of 1,000 people, like a whole 1,000, and they're fucking shooting you, just you, ignoring your other 2 teammates. You know, they got done killing all of the, you know, non-important characters. Yeah, fucking awful. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself. Like, you got this game that was fantastic. This game was slightly less good. You know, you had this game that had a fantastic multiplayer and exceptional campaign. The co-op was bad. The co-op was terrible. You have this game where it had, you know, an interesting campaign. A multiplayer that was good, but paid slightly less attention to detail than this one did. And then League Play was really popular on this one for some apparent reason. The League Play on it's okay. I tried it. It was alright. It wasn't bad. Zombies on here was fantastic. You have new and old players. Old players can still play their old school way and do really well. And new players can manage to not die most of the time and actually learn from the older players. This game is a great bring around if you're trying to get somebody new to play zombies, because they will be able to survive and learn. And then, you know, Warzone's Warzone as usual. You know, once you win Warzone once, there's kind of loses the purpose of playing it, unless you need like long shots, or if you wanted to goof around with, you know, one of these really good guns in this really terrible game, or if you wanted to try a combo of, you know, mix and match the different game's weapons and seeing how well of a class you can build around that. And then this one has a bad campaign, extremely buggy, barely playable multiplayer. The ranked play is actually fun, which is surprising, and the zombies are terrible. So it's like, this one's like 2 out of 3. This one's like, well, shit, I mean, this one's just good all around. You know, this one's fucking 4 for 4. You know, and this game does do multiplayer better than this one, but this one's still fantastic, and that's why most people still play this one instead of any of these. Warzone's just, you know, I guess 1 for 1. Then this one is literally 1 out of 4. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I hopped online and saw, like, you know, a 70 to 80 rating, or maybe even a 90 for this game, and then, like, you know, this one just got like an 80 to 70, and then this one got like a 40, and then this one just got like a 10. Like, just 10% rating. So, yeah. This game is basically DOS Haus trash. And it's a shame too, because, you know, and this is the only reason why I play this game, is some of these camos are really fucking cool. I mean, look at this shit. I'm working on getting this shit right now. Okay? You get, you know, finishing moves like this. I'm sure YouTube's gonna demonetize my non-monetized account for that show of violence there, I guess. You know, I mean, how is that not a cool execution? Okay? Or, you know, when you actually get to play the game, and this is what they see. Like, who the fuck doesn't want to be a ninja? Okay, or you know, like that's just damn cool. Seeing shit like that is just fucking cool. And all of these characters have that. But then here's actually kind of where the other problem is. You'll notice this is a World War II game and there are no Nazis, and I understand. I don't want to play as a fucking Nazi anyways. But here's the problem is you only pick one character. You don't pick two characters for each side. Like, if I could pick two characters, it would make things a little easier. Just because that's how it was in the past two games. So you got Snoop Dogg here, okay? And everybody wants to be Snoop Dogg. You got his gold skin, you got his purple skin, his black skin, and then his white skin. And I want to be clear, I'm talking about the color of his clothes, okay? For some of you trolls out there. Everybody wants to be Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only motherfucker over here looking like this. So the enemies can tell exactly who I am. Meanwhile, I'll be playing hardcore, and everybody is Snoop Dogg. So I'm running around trying to fight people, and all my teammates are Snoop Dogg. All my enemies are Snoop Dogg. So I might accidentally shoot Snoop Dogg, or I might correctly shoot Snoop Dogg. Like, what the fuck is that? And we had that problem too with this skin as well. And we have that problem with, let's see, where was she? Yeah, we have this problem with her as well. Sometimes I'll get lucky and she won't have this skin, you know, they won't have the skin or whatever. And they won't have her, I think it was, where is it? I can't seem to find it. I was pretty sure I had it too. Huh, maybe I don't. But she had one like white mask skin, just kind of like this one, but with a white outfit. And so, you know, the other thing is, some of these skins blend right fucking in. Like this person, if she's wearing this skin and you see her, well, actually you don't see her on any of the jungle maps. Paulina's white skin, you don't see her in any of the snow maps. You just don't see her, period. Snoop Dogg, his black skin, if he's in any of the corners, in a dark corner, you're not gonna see him. He's impossible to see. He's fucking visible. He's basically like John Cena. Okay. His other skins stick out more. His white skin blends right into the snow too. His gold skin, weirdly enough, as long as you're not on a dark map or a snow map, he blends into fucking everything. And then this guy blends into everything unless you have one of his really crazier skins. And he only has one, it's like a red and blue one. You know, you got like 6 characters that just blend into everything. She blends into most desert maps, but she's actually kind of forgivable. Until she wears this skin, she blends into damn near everything in every environment, except for dark areas. And then this one is the exact opposite, blends into dark areas, but nothing else. And then you got, you know, skins with too much gray. And believe it or not, gray is like one of the harder spectrums to see. You know, there's 2 color spectrums to see for people that are hard to see. And that's gray, and that's also blue. You'll notice in most forms of camouflage, they'll have, you know, a portion of gray. Let's see if I can find... I don't think I can find it. But, you know, most real-life camos have a portion of gray because it's harder to see it or anything. An all-gray outfit kind of succeeds in doing that. You know, and The other camo or color that's like that is blue. That's why Navy SEALs wear the color blue that they do. Okay? I shouldn't say Navy SEAL, I should say Navy. Excuse me. Yeah, no, it's hard to see. You know, this guy, I've noticed when I wear his skin, most people go for headshots. Most people are hitting me in the upper headshot area. Before wearing his skin, everybody was shooting me in, like, the feet. You know, and most of the guys I fight are camping or at a distance. But the guys that are fighting at a distance, they usually shoot me in the face. You know, it's a little bit of a harder target for them, but look at his color schemes. It's, you know, all you see at a distance is really the red face. That's kind of a problem. And that would be an easy problem to fix. You know, piercing vision fixes that problem. But it'd be an easier problem to fix if everybody that's in your direct line of sight that you can actually see physically and is not taking cover was highlighted like just a very light white outline. That would fix, you know, any of the camo problems. And, you know, I don't run into this issue too much because I run up on people all the time, so I don't really give a shit. I'm like trying to constantly be in their face most of the time. But to a new player, that's a little jarring. And it's even worse in Warzone. You know, and I also don't want to wear skins that give me an advantage. I want to show off. I want people to look at me, you know. Or I'll wear normal skins that are realistic for the military but aren't super overpowered, like Frank Wood's swamp skin, for example. You know, skins like these, it's just like, okay, come on now. You know, this guy, how the fuck is anybody supposed to see him if he's in a bush? You know, he actually blends into like 70% of the maps. You know, if you pick him, you're smart. It's just shit like that. It's like, come on now. And yeah, it's a military shooter and everything, but you know, at the same time, you got guys like this guy. He blends into fucking nothing. Every time I see one of these guys that has the skin on, it's just like, kind of have like a fucking flashing billboard above your head saying, I'm right here. And it's usually some poor, sad new player wearing this skin that just unlocked it from like the battle pass or something. And of course I just absolutely annihilate them. And if you're one of those players, I'm sorry. You know, I'm not trying to beat up on the, you know, new guy in town. But you stick out like a sore thumb, and I can see you from, you know, fucking 400 meters away, whereas this guy over here is like 3 feet from me in a fucking bush and I still can't see him. So, you know, the other thing too, I think I should mention is most players start out with, where is it? Where is he? They moved this menu around so much I can't tell. Oh, there he is. They usually start out with like Arthur's main skin, and this skin is pretty okay, but the red cap gives them away every time. And as you can see, I have like none of these skins unlocked. I didn't really play with Arthur. You know, wasn't really a great character in the campaign either. Like, it was just, oh, you know, putting a black person in the game just because it's a black person, not actually having a real character with some actual character development and actual characteristics and an actual personality. Yeah. You know, Call of Duty has a bad habit doing that. They do it with a couple other fucking characters. You know, oh, token Mexican character, you know, or token Asian character. You know, it's just like, come on. But yeah, no, most players start out with him. You can't, I don't think you can get Beatrice starting out. Or Lucas. And Lucas, too, his regular skin. Like, you can kind of see him everywhere. You have to unlock Roland. Let's see, where is... Or they'll start out with her skin, and like this skin right here only blends into certain environments. And, you know, her other skins. Like this one blends in a lot better. So it's like the new players have like one skin. Oh wait, you also do start with Daniel. You know, they have like two skins that actually blend in, so they could maybe get an advantage. And that's about it. Everybody else is basically getting a middle finger. You know? So, and most players won't know to change to those skins. They'll just spawn in as Arthur, and it's like, oh, he's new and unskilled and he doesn't know better? Yeah, you know, of course I'm gonna shoot that player. You know, and of course it is actually intentional, and of course everybody else in the entire lobby is going to shoot that one player. And it becomes even worse when they finally unlock a skin and they're still new and they still don't know what they're doing. And they put on this skin, it's like, yes, I'm gonna shoot you. I've seen a little bit of Anna skins running around. Not a lot. Not as much as there should be. Her skin is pretty... Oh, this was the skin I was talking about. Yeah, if there's a snow map, this skin blends right the fuck in. But yeah, no, this game's got some fucking issues, dude. It's kind of bad that people pay money to be a famous rapper in-game, and that whole fucking time that they're doing it, they're actually creating a disadvantage for their teammates who are not wearing that skin. And, you know, the enemy team and everything, too, it's like, yeah, you get an advantage if everybody's wearing a Snoop Dogg skin, but you're at a disadvantage if, you know, you have only one person or two people not wearing the Snoop Dogg skin. Like, Snoop Dogg skin is literally its own fucking meta just because everybody wants to be it. And that's not the first time that's happened, you know, when you get a really popular skin. That happened with the Rose skin, you know, on top of not being able to see people because everybody heard it was an advantage, everybody's wearing the Rose skin. Except for me. I was too busy wearing Nightlife Igor skin at that time. Because that was just a dope-ass skin. Like, no, you can't see them if they're in the darkness, so then you shoot out of paranoia. And then you see your teammate wearing a Rose skin, and you accidentally shoot him because, well, it's a fucking Rose skin. But it's not as bad because you had the different skins of the two different teams. You only ever run into that in, like, Warzone. So that's just kind of like, you know, an overview of all the problems. Like, literally all of them. Well, and then I guess on top of